right, welcome back to Try It Again. Well, this time we'll go straight into some crazy news, I guess. I don't know. We have whales accumulate over 150 million XRP in just 48 hours. Whoopity whoop. Attorney Jeremy Hogan sends crucial message to XRP holders. There's a crucial message. It's crucial. It's imperative that you know whatever he's got going on. Well, what does he got to say? All right, let's just see. Who cares? Let's see what he's got to say. Let's blow their thing up. All right, what does he got to say? I don't need that. All right, this guy. All right, okay. Oh my God, with the ads. Jeremy Hogan, a prominent attorney and cryptocurrency advocate, recently addressed the fundamental differences between Bitcoin and XRP, particularly in how their communities view. Okay. Okay, what did he have to say? If you are an XRP holder, please be kind to the Bitcoin guys. Bitcoin was founded on the libertarian ideal of self-custody, immunity from deflation, control, and other shenanigans, which is why I was drawn to it. So the last few years of big money control and now government political, right? Okay, all right. XRP's different approach, right? XRP is centralized, right? It's centralized. Hogan contrasted Bitcoin's evolving landscape with XRP, noting that XRP has always been positioned for integration into the mainstream financial system. Unlike Bitcoin, XRP was designed as a bridge asset to facilitate cross-border transactions. Yeah, that's what it was made for. Working alongside banks and financial institutions rather than replacing them. Well, this is all right. So XRP is centralized for a very good reason, because the banks and institutions have to use it. And so therefore, when something goes wrong, they need somebody to contact. Why in the flipping flip would they use anything else? Why? Make it make sense. You send your Bitcoin to the wrong spot by accident, and you sent 1.5 million, and you had 10 million worth. Or let's say you had 2 million worth, 5 million worth, and you sent 1.5 billion the wrong way. Boy, don't you wish clawback existed at this point. Wow. Don't you wish there was somebody to contact to help stop or redact that transaction? No, you don't? Well, then fine, right? What does your bank do? Check this out. This is crazy. What does your bank do? Anybody? Any takers? What does your bank do if someone gets into your account and starts making charges? What does your bank do? That's right. They're monitoring for transactions that don't appear to be yours. Let's say you're in the United States and somebody in Seoul makes a charge from your bank account. Your bank, right? Or if they're a good one. Freeze the bank account. Stop. Stop. We don't even want that transaction to go. What's CO? Nah. Right? Transaction stop. You get contacted. Hey, are you in Seoul? Nah, still in the US. Well, somebody's gained access to your account. What? Yeah. All right. So this is what's going to happen. Your account's frozen. It is what it is. It is what it is. We suggest you go create another wallet, or create another wallet. I don't know. Or we'll create you another wallet. And because what does the bank have? The bank will have your wallet. They will have your key, right? And so, but a hacker could do that. Yeah, a hacker could, but a hacker's not going to call you if they have all that information. They're just going to do it. Hence, someone in Seoul is taking access or taking over your account. And for those of you who know about Coinbase, who have had your account stolen because somebody's contacted Coinbase claiming to be you and gained access to your account and then took all of your cryptocurrency off the exchange and then sold it. Yes, if somebody fakes being you. Now, we have another way of dealing with this. Your identity can be on the blockchain as well. And then so your identity will be pinned or paired to you, which means some more technology is coming. It already exists. That's a whole conversation to itself. So there's still a middleman that guards, a guard dog, right? That's guarding your assets. So you make a transaction, you've got 2 million and you transact 1.5 million trying to get it to another wallet and you mistakenly messed up. Don't you want a clawback or the bank to be able to interact and stop or replace that? Something went wrong. Institutions will be moving billions, trillions daily. Do you think they got room for mistakes? They don't. Yes, that is why XRP is centralized. So it is not like Bitcoin. It's never going to be like Bitcoin. It's not meant to be like Bitcoin. It's not for me and you. It's not for retailers. It's for institutions. People are jumping on it because they know that if the institutions jump on it, then the price is going to go up. Is it going to be Bitcoin's price? I highly doubt it, right? I highly doubt. Oh, but it could. I doubt it. That's just my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with nobody else. It's just mine. It's just mine. I don't think it's going to be $100,000 asset. It's just my personal thought. But anyways, it's not for us. So yeah, Bitcoin and XRP are two different things. All right, because of this, XRP holders have not faced the same ideological struggles as Bitcoin supporters. Hogan highlighted this point, stating that no soul searching has been necessary for XRP investors, as they have always understood its role within regulated financial frameworks. XRP's emphasis on regulatory compliance and institutional adoption has given it a clear direction. It draws recognition from prominent institutions like the World Bank and avoids the conflicts that Bitcoin's communities now experience. Yes, Bitcoin's not going nowhere, though. I mean, again, my personal opinion. Why would it go anywhere? It's a store of value. If you want to hold value in Bitcoin. It makes sense. It's not going anywhere. Like gold has gone up in value. Okay, so it's not gold's never went anywhere. Once people understood it's securing value, everybody knows that. So now that everybody knows that Bitcoin secures value, it's not going anywhere. All right, it's not going nowhere. So thank you, Mr. Attorney Jeremy Hogan. Thank you, sir. XRP gains major recognition as U.S. and Dubai embrace Ripple's digital asset. Right, RLUSD. Okay, it allows you to send a dollar value across the internet 2-3 seconds with no real charge. Excellent, right? We don't need to go into that. Excellent. El Salvador and President Bukele are becoming one of the United States' closest allies. Makes sense, right? There's a whole conversation there too. We should trade much more with El Salvador unless we get not true. Like that's not true. But what I will say is Canada and quote unquote Central America are all connected to North America. So we should all stop attacking each other and just be North America. I mean, we're all connected to the same continent. So the bickering should stop and we should all look out for each other. Like, if we don't want drugs, guns, and all that other stuff as a whole continent, we should fight it and stop it, right? If we all want to become rich as a whole continent, we got to stop acting separate. Separatism, stop. We just got to be all one continent that are onto the same thing, right? El Salvador, same continent as what we call the United States. Y'all on the same continent as Canada, same continent. Oh, that's crazy. Soil. I'm excited to announce our partnership with Ripple through the XRPL launch program, the XRP Ledger, DIFC. What is that? Over there. DIFC, a leading international financial hub in the MESA region, a MEASA, a destination for business, art, fine dining, shopping, and more. Okay, let's follow them. Special purpose vehicles, SPVs, are transforming business structure in Dubai with a pro-business environment and rising private wealth. SPVs help firms manage risk, protect assets, and plan for the future. Right, because that's what institutions want to do. They wouldn't do this with Bitcoin. They wouldn't do this with Ethereum. They would do this with centralized XRP or Ripple, right? The Dubai returns to second edition as part of inaugural Dubai Week, driving AI innovation. This is major. I don't know if you all are on that, but like AI, wow, I'm all over that. That's for me. I'm looking at the investment side of it, and I'm trying to invest, me personally, in that space. So yeah, DIFC, our latest episode with Ripple is now live. XRP DFSA approval to Ripple's regional growth and the future of blockchain and digital assets. You can watch the video there. So, okay, we've now grabbed hold of that. We can keep watch on that. Let's get back over here. Something to watch. Ripple just filed for a new trademark for downloadable software that will let people store their cryptocurrencies. Yes, that's a wallet. So let's see Ripple drop a wallet, because Ripple, in my personal opinion, is going to become a bank. Well, they're a technology company. I think, they might set up a bank, maybe. Not necessarily, though, because they're already a technology company. They will be gaining money for their technology company, so they'll be able to expand in different directions. I don't think they would necessarily want to be a bank, though. Yeah, I don't know about that. BDACS signs a strategic partnership with Ripple to expand institutional custody, and the digital asset ecosystem in South Korea, right? So in South Korea, what are we doing? Institutions want to have that asset. Why? Because they need that centralized asset to move they can check back in if something goes wrong. This is why XRP and Bitcoin are not the same. Bitcoin store value. Yes, if you want your money to grow, put it there. Ripple is for institutions. It's not for your common retailer. Will you make some money off it? 9 times out of 10, you will if you hold it. Because you're going to be selling it off later, because institutions, banks, and so on and so forth are going to want more of it because they're going to do business with it. So you're pretty much looking at this like, I'm going to want them to buy this off me at a better value than what I paid for it. So maybe we'll see it at $1,000 one day. Right, depending on what you bought in at and how much money you're looking to make and how long you're willing to hold it. All right, what do we got here?
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets, and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps. Even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the Medico acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when we think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head, time and time again, and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together. So,
I'm sorry. That could either mean one or two things: bank or exchange. Holding money, right? A bank holds money, but an exchange does too. Is an exchange a bank? It's acting like a bank, but it's acting like an exchange because it allows you, like in a bank, you can go exchange one note for another note, right? Because money flows through the bank that way. So, right? Is an exchange a bank? Is a bank is an exchange? Like, what? This is kind of like muddy waters. So if we back up, I've got to retract, right? Ripple just found a new trademark for downloadable software that will let people store their cryptocurrencies. Could that literally be for the purpose of an exchange or banking? So his clients want them to be able to custody their money, right? We already got you centralized. You're operating. We got somebody to contact when something goes wrong. Now, can you store or hold our assets? Well, as an exchange, exchanges have the power. I think they got banks have the ability to hold cryptocurrency, right? And I think exchanges had to do something get their license straight because they're acting like a bank. Once you hold somebody's finances, you're essentially banking, right? You're holding their assets and protecting their assets, supposedly. So I guess an exchange and a bank are one and the same. So yes, they could be setting this wallet stuff up because they're setting up a bank or slash exchange. This is interesting. Like Ripple as a company, right? We already knew they were a technology company, but like, are they literally going to create an exchange slash bank and expand their business, right? Or wow, this is interesting. If anybody has any thoughts and ideas, please get in the comment section. It's very interesting to me. All right, we're gonna kill it right there because I don't like to make long-winded videos. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.